What's your feeling today on the state of the Miami football programs?
You're now watching a clip from the MarcWes Sports Podcast.
It's the MarcWes Sports Podcast, and I'm Marcus Benjamin. He's Wesley Pierre. And it was a sad weekend for us, all Miami sports fans or Dolphins and Canes fans across the world. So we got to comment and tell you what the real is, and just let you know our feelings of what happened, because I was going through an emotional roller coaster myself, just being at the game and just going through the emotions of that first game, the Hurricanes losing to Michigan State 38-17. And then the next day, I was hoping to be rejuvenated, and it was a worse day as far as the scoreboard is concerned. 35-0 to the Buffalo Bills. So Wes, man, had to call me on Sunday just to vent about everything. So hey, so just tell me, Wes, you had a couple of days to really just kind of, you know, either get over it or really have a different perspective or go through the different stages of emotions. What's your feeling today on the state of the Miami football programs?
Gotta start with that first. But yeah, that basically describes how I'm feeling right now. Yeah, it's been a couple of days, but you know, I still feel the same way. I have no reason to actually be happy because one, I kind of figured that this was going to happen against Michigan State. I didn't know that it was going to be the score that it was in the end. Of course, I was right about them losing, but I was wrong again about the actual spread. And I think everybody was wrong about the spread too. Nobody kind of figured that we would have lost by so many points, 38-17 on our home court, when everybody's talking about, oh my God, it's a noon game. That's when Miami is its hottest. Hopefully it don't rain. Hopefully the rain don't come down, and we can have at home field advantage as far as with the weather. And it seemed like we was playing in their stadium. because every time they did something good, it's like they had just as enough fans at the stadium than we did. Of course, it didn't matter. It's not the reason why they lost. They did not lose because of the fans. They lost because what I've been saying and said in the last podcast, as far as what the fundamentals and, not being taught the right way. I think we lead the league in missed tackles as far as college wise. Manny Diaz, you're supposed to be this defensive, I guess, guru. I don't know if it was just a fluke, about you being this guy that can fix the defense, because the defense, man, you had, what was it Gervin Hall? You had him, I think it was a 60-yard play, I think it was a running play, and I think he was a safety, and he was supposed to be tackling the running back. And what did he do? He helped the running back. He tackled his own guy. He blocked his own guy. It's like he completely forgot to tackle and just been like, okay, I'm supposed to be on offense and I'm supposed to be helping this running back that's on the other team. It just, everything didn't make any sense for me. I look at the O-line. We're talking about Navon Donaldson and all these older individuals, these super seniors that we have on the team. And like I said before, reason why you're still in college because you're trash. You feel me? Because if you was good, you would have been gone a long time ago. And it seemed like we have just mediocre. We have a mediocre quarterback, even though he has heart. He's short. He's not sliding when he's supposed to be sliding. He's taking hits that he shouldn't be taking, and he's getting injured. And I understand, he knows, like, yo, this is my last year. I know I'm not making it in the league. I signed this contract with the Panthers. Yes, the Panthers. Yeah, remember that was my reaction also when he signed that NIL deal with the Panthers. So he wants to be out on the field. So I don't knock him for that. And not just that, but I like Van Dyke and I like Garcia, our backups at the University of Miami. But again, like Marcus stated before, like they're young, they don't have that knowledge of the game, being in a game, real life at this stage, at this point, even though I feel like they're great quarterbacks, just young. It's just like, for me, Manny Diaz, I know you're going to get fired at the end of the season, because for me, I was questioning, are you worse than Al Golden? And that's crazy, because Al Golden, they was flying banners across, over the stadium saying fire Al Golden. And, at least with Al Golden, our offense was good. We had a good offense, we just had a horrible defense. And that was because, he had his friend D'Onofrio, he didn't want to fire him when he was supposed to, something that Manny Diaz, I guess, learned from, and, kind of demoted his friend, took the him at calling the defense's plays, and that ain't happening. So
Yeah,
for me, I don't know what to say about the Canes right now.
I mean, you said a lot. You said a lot.
We suck. Hey, I didn't even say that much. I didn't even say that much. I said a lot. Again, like you said, I said a lot, but I didn't even say it all.
Yeah,
I didn't even get to the Canes and how horrible they look.
Yeah. I mean, they look bad. They did look bad. I mean, there's no escaping that thought. They look bad. They didn't look like the Miami Hurricanes. And let's be honest, they haven't been looking like the Miami Hurricanes for a long time. To our standards. To our standards is like 04 Hurricanes. That's like the last great team where they beat, I believe it was Florida in the Peach Bowl. That was like the last time that I remember, like, okay, we're still the Hurricanes. And it's always a slap in the face to myself and all Hurricanes fans when we see a loss like this, because we're expecting to dominate. Joaquin said dominate. We're supposed to be dominating, and we don't do that. We've never been that team for the longest. That 1 year where Rick got us to a second number 2 ranking in the nation, that was kind of fool's gold. That was that same year that we had that win against Notre Dame. Yeah, it was a great moment, but it wasn't sustainable, obviously. And we're looking for a sustainable program. And Miami has failed to be that for a long time. And this is just another one of those situations where reality sits in for us and all Hurricanes fans to say that we're not there yet. We're not back. And who knows when we will ever be back. That's the reality that I'm always sitting with myself every time I see a loss like this. Like,
and you got to cover them.
Ever gonna be back, huh?
And you got to cover them at the game. At least
and I got to cover them. So it's gonna be miserable. It's gonna be a miserable feeling in the press box, because most of us are all Hurricanes fans too. We're not showing our fandom in the press box, but there's always a better vibe when the team is winning, and it's gonna be a depressing vibe. Probably for the rest of the season. Specifically to the game I want to talk about is that, to be honest, yeah, we lost this game 38-17, but this game was a lot closer than what the score really showed, because the stats wise, it was equal on total yards. It was equal across the board. Third downs, everything was pretty much even across the board as far as stats concerned, except for one critical factor. And when you don't win this battle, you lose the majority of the time against an average team, because Michigan State, they're not a great team. They're probably an average. Maybe they end up making a nice bowl, but they're not going to win the Big Ten. You know, I doubt they win the Big Ten. They didn't look that strong of a football team. So when you lose the turnover battle, which is the battle that we lost, you're gonna lose. You didn't get any turnovers, and you turned the ball over 4 times, and you turned the ball over in the fourth quarter when it's critical. That's game time, and that's where we lost the game. There's 2 critical turnovers by De'Aaron King. Love the kid, man. I love the fact that he came back. You know, he's a decent quarterback, but like Wes said, if you coming back, you know, that means you weren't good enough to get to the league. Players like him, um, Cam Davis, Cam Harris. I still call him Davis. Cam Harris,
because he has no name. His name, like that's what I'm saying. Nobody knows your name. You don't do anything for us to remember your name, and we represent Miami, so that speaks volumes. Yes.
Yeah. Cam Harris. You know, all these other players that came back.
Harley,
you know,
garbage
Silvera, you know, these players that's supposed to be came out, you know, big time players. Pope is another one, and we'll talk about him in a minute. Apparently he's changing positions, but back to King, it's like, come on, man. Like, he said this in the press conference himself. My job is to take care of the football. He basically has the whole team in his hands when he has the football. Because if you don't take care of the football, then you're losing the game for the entire team. So if you can't make a play, throw it away. Take the sack. At least you give yourself a chance to win. You turn the ball over at the 20, your 30. All they have to do is make 1 first down and they got points. You know what I'm saying? Or less, or just one big play and they got a touchdown, which is what happened in that fourth quarter. So this game, I put 100% on, not 100%. Some definitely goes to the coaching, but and some other players that were gooking in this game. But most of the onus for me is on De'Aaron King. You know, if he doesn't turn the ball over 4 times, the first drive when they get into the red zone, he turns it over on a fumble. And then we finally get some momentum. He throws it over the middle in double coverage, interception. And then in the fourth quarter is that critical fumble. And then you throw almost a pick 6. If that was a real legit corner, that would have been a pick 6 type of throw. So this game is on De'Aaron King. I'm gonna put a positive spin on this though, man, because I want to bring the mood up a little bit. Is that there's some positive things that we can look forward to, bro. Like, one, we can still win the Coastal. I know you don't want to hear that right now. I know you don't want to hear that right now. And to be honest, I don't even want to hear that right now. I'm just trying to put some kind of positive spin on this. But this game wasn't an ACC game. So doesn't really matter as far as the ACC standings. So we could still win the Coastal. We could still win the ACC because Clemson, they're not really the Clemson of the last few years. Their defense is strong. But yeah, they're clearly better than us as of right now. So there's still some kind of hope that maybe this can be turned around, because we didn't play with Jalen Knight. Remember, he's still suspended. We didn't play with Devontae Williams. He's still suspended. So still coming 2 players that are potential playmakers that could come back. Chain was hurt. Keontre Smith hurt, you know. So the team not 100%, and you may get at least half of those guys back once the middle of this ACC schedule happens. But something definitely has to change, because I see North Carolina last night, and they are light years ahead of us. We would lose to Virginia. Thursday night is the next game. Right after this next game, if we play like how we play, we gonna lose to them. And if we lose like the next 2 to 3 games, I don't think Diaz survives the season.
Who, Diaz?
Yeah, I don't think he survives the season, even though he's got 2 years on his contract left.
Yeah,
If
me
he
too.
has, yeah, if he has 3 or 4 more bad losses, and I'm not talking about like close losses because this was a blowout loss. If he has 3 or 4 more like this, then I don't think he makes it to the end of the season. And I don't want him to make it to the end of the season if we do have 3 or 4 more losses like this.
Yeah, me too. Like if he wind up coaching like this, the way he is coaching, and we wind up getting the same turnout, on the field, he needs to get fired mid-season, get somebody. See, but my whole thing is if you actually fire him, like you need to know who you're going to actually hire. I don't need no quarterback searching, or I don't need Rhett Lashley to be the interim head coach. Nah, I want you to go ahead and holler at Mario Cristobal. I think he have like $8 million, on his contract over there in Oregon, and he's from Miami. We wanted him before him or Butch Davis. I think he's kind of better because he's younger, so he's more relatable. But we know what Butch Davis does. We know what he did in Miami. We know what he did when he was in Carolina. So it just makes sense for me for either of them. And not just that, he's right here. He's coaching at FIU. So he's already kind of here in next door, basically saying like, hey, you see me, I'm over here. Yes, I took the FIU job because y'all didn't take me, but I'm still here and I'm still willing and ready. You feel me? But hey, it is what it is. Like you said, I do see some highlights in that actual loss. One of the highlights is what? De'Aaron King got injured. You feel me? And I know you're looking at me like, damn, he got injured. Yes, that was one of the highlights because me personally, I don't think that he was 100% anyway, coming off major knee surgery. Of course, he came early. This is the first time that I actually seen him in the 3 years, like overthrowing people, throwing it out on the sidelines, throwing it towards their feet where it's uncatchable, knowing that these receivers are suspect anyway, because you could throw it in their chest and they still drop it. So just the plain fact, me seeing De'Aaron King these last 3 years and seeing him the last 3 games, he didn't look himself. So obviously I know that he's not 100%, even though they say that he's 100%, they're just saying that so he could go on the field, he can go ahead and end his season as a starting quarterback for the University of Miami. But again, yes, you got injured. So yeah, Van Dyke and Rick, step up to the plate because, I've been saying that I liked you. Marcus liked you. It's just like we both felt like you guys didn't have that experience. And Marcus see you guys more than me when he's actually covering you guys. The few times that they let the media actually go there, right. and I understand why they're not letting the media go in too, because you get to see this garbage that's practicing. And, if the media see this garbage, they're going to go ahead and reveal the truth before the games actually happen. So it's a reason why, they're not having you guys really go in, and have full access like that, but hey, it is what it is. The old line is trash. The old line, like, I don't know what the hell is going on. Like, I blame De'Aaron King also. I blame the head coach also, more so the head coach than De'Aaron King, because without a O-line, you have no running game. Without no O-line, you have no passing game. So, like, what's really good? The crazy thing that really got me more mad when I seen Alabama, Florida hanging with Alabama. Yeah, you lost.
That's how I felt too.
You feel me? And I hate the Gators. But then obviously they know what the hell they doing over there when it comes to coaching up their players. It don't matter if they fire a coach and they bring a new coach in. That coach know how to build a coaching staff, and they're going to go ahead and do what it does as far as building these individuals up. Like I said, when Mark Richt was here, he was good at building these individuals up as far as with the fundamentals. Al Golden, same thing. The only difference is their loyalty is what got him fired. Mark Richt with his son as the quarterback coach, and D'Onofrio being the friend of Al Golden, where you're playing zone, and clearly we got guys that were that's 4-4s and 4-3s in playing corner. So we shouldn't be playing zone. Now, again, I know scheming wise, sometimes you have to play zone, but every play. So that's why Al Golden got fired. But look, I'm over here like, yo, like who y'all want to patch up, fly these banners up? You feel me? Because I got it. I got like at least $150 dedicated to the flyer to let Manny Diaz go. Because again, look, what school hired him? You remember what school hired him before we signed him away from that contract? It was not a big school. It was not a
Temple.
school that ring bells. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He was supposed to be at that school, and that's where he was supposed to start because he shouldn't have even had the opportunity to be head coach, you know. But again, we know that his dad was a senator or something in Florida. He was, you know, the
He
mayor of
was the mayor of
Miami.
Miami. Yeah.
Yeah, right now he's a senator.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
There you go. You see, right now he's a senator. Before he was the mayor of Miami. So again, he got that extra kick or push or support behind the scenes that other people don't have. You see what they're doing in Florida State now. Now you want Dion, but when he was available, you didn't want him. You didn't want him. Now you're seeing what he's doing at Jackson State, and now you're over here seeing the light. Now USC is seeing the light for him as a head coach. No, this is the problem. You guys tend to want to hire people that y'all friendly with. No, hire the real. You feel me? Hire somebody that's gonna go ahead and do their job. And that's these other coaches, not these people that you're putting there and you're trying to have them build a resume in life. No, build your resume in life somewhere else. Not over here because we're over here dedicated to winning. I don't know. You feel me? I need this product of football to survive in Florida. You gotta understand, like, yo, you guys are basically making it hard to wake up on Saturday and enjoy my night because my day is already ruined. You feel me? My
Yeah.
night, and I'm already thinking about it. But again, you know, our own line sucks. The fundamentals suck. You know, when it comes to our pass rush suck. You know, it's so many things that suck on this
Yeah.
team that I'm just like, yo, what's really good? Because regardless of the fact, it's funny, like, I was feeling like any one of these players, if you put them on another team, they'll be way better. You put them on any other team. You see how I'm calling out Gervin Hall and I'm calling out, you know, not Cheney, but Harris, Cam Harris, and all, and Mark Harley's. You know, you put any one of these guys on another team like Alabama, like LSU, like Ohio State. Like, matter of fact, let me just keep it local. Florida Gators. You guys will definitely look better than what you look over here. Why? Because we're not getting taught the fundamentals over here. We're getting taught and they have no fight, no spirit. It's like you at the crib and it don't matter that you gonna lose the game. Like, what's gonna happen? Ain't nothing gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't want to go to the league. Harley, this is your last season. You're not gonna go into the league. Not even special teams. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be the fastest guy on the team. It doesn't matter. You can't catch the ball. You're kind of like Jakeem Grant. You feel me? Wide open, dropping balls, dropping passes. Like, I don't know. It's like they watch each other and like, man, hold up, man. I seen the Canes, they're looking trash, man. We got to do better than that. We got to look worse than them. You know, that's what the
Yeah.
Dolphins are saying. You know, and the Canes like,
Yeah.
hell no, man. Hell no. What are you saying? No. We got to be worse. What are you saying? We play in the same stadium. No,
Yeah.
this is our stadium, and the team, the fans need to hate our team more than your team. That's what they're saying right now. They're trying to figure out who's gonna lose most, who can make the fans more mad than the other team, and that's how I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, I mean that's a perfect transition to the Dolphins. But I want to say one more thing about this Hurricanes team and the state of them right now. You know what's so weird? Is like this game coming up against Central Connecticut, right? Obviously they're trash. Obviously they're supposed to be whooping their ass. But at the same time, Wes, aren't you kind of feeling like
We're gonna lose.
shouldn't they just lose the game? Because I feel like, once you have something catastrophic happen, because if they lose this game, there's no way Manny Diaz is kept. You know what I'm saying? And like, if that happens, then it's a reboot. You know what I'm saying? We instantly like reboot into a new
Era.
program. You know,
You
it's
and me.
like the end of the season. The season's like a wash. We don't care about the season. We'll have an interim coach. It's probably going to be Rhett Lashley, the offensive coordinator, and he'll finish out the season. But wouldn't you feel like, okay, well, at least I know what's gonna happen, for the rest of the season. But if they win the game and they blow out the team, which is what they're supposed to do, then people's hopes are gonna get high again. You're gonna think like we can win the Coastal Division. You're gonna think we can win the ACC, and then we play Virginia, and then we get waxed again. Like that's the conundrum that we gonna have during this game. Like this game, yeah, I have to go to it because I have to work there, but like I probably wouldn't even watch it. I'd probably just want to see the stats. If Van Dyke and Garcia plays, then I'm gonna want to see those stats. I want to see how they played. Did they look good? That's kind of the only intrigue to me for this game, because the Canes, damned if they do, damned if they don't in this game, especially with the defense. If they do good, that's what you're supposed to do. If you do bad, what the hell's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, but
you know what I hate the most?
I want to see what they can do. I want to see what they can do in a real game scenario. And to be honest, since they were recruited as high as they was recruited, they should be dominating a team like Central Connecticut State or whatever.
There's a lot of should-haves. A lot of should-haves when it comes to these Miami teams. But again, yeah, I agree 100%. Lose this game. Mutiny, guys. Mutiny. Like, I don't know if y'all playing like this because y'all don't like Manny Diaz, really. You feel me? And you're trying to get him fired, because that's exactly how it looked, But, hey, I do not mind losing this next game, firing Manny Diaz, and then at least we could find a way to kind of keep some of the recruits that's coming for the upcoming years, because I don't even think that we got a great class coming this year.
The class is not, it's average right now. You need a lot.
So it's a perfect time.
Line and D line.
So this is the perfect time. So those individuals, if they want to decommit, well, we weren't doing great when it came to this year anyway. So it doesn't matter. Hopefully that can help. And not just that, but what you were saying before, as far as Mark Pope, it's like he done seen the light and now he want to play defense. What? Are you kidding me? Like, you're so small, you're fast, small. What are you gonna do to these big defenders? These you can't break open when you're on offense, and now you're gonna be on defense trying to stop the offense. What did they could just push you to the side like they been muscling you all season this year and last year. What's the difference? What, they think that you're gonna get an interception now? You can't catch the ball when you're a wide receiver. So I know if the ball come your way, you're gonna have butterfingers. You got nubs on for fingers, and it's just gonna drop right on the floor or go over your head, Or you'll probably be like Gervin Hall and think that you're on offense and block your own team for the other team to actually score. That's what I think is gonna happen. Because McLeod, yeah, you change your position. What happens? You're not getting drafted. Nobody sees you. You don't do anything, Naval Donaldson, sorry, Mom, he's not making it to the league. Those individuals on that line is not making it to the league. At least Derek King, he made some type of money. He signed his deal now early, and he made some money when it comes to college, because ain't nobody checking for you, Derek. Nobody's checking for you. Come on, man. It's bad for me to say this, but again, look at Nick Saban. Nick Saban, he got his quarterback making $1 million. Ain't never had and ain't really threw a ball yet. Yeah. And you over here, super senior, over here straggling for the little few dollars that you're getting from the Panthers. Me and Marcus was surprised when you signed that with them. What? Yeah. Where did they do that at? Yeah, this is the thing that comes and happens to Miami football. Huh?
It was a smart move for him, though.
Yeah, it was a smart move, but it didn't make no sense. This is what I'm saying. Everything that we do just doesn't make any sense. It
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense, you know. Same thing like when it comes to the play calling. 3rd and 6, you want to run the ball with Cam Harris. Like, man, like what are we doing? We do not know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing, but that's not a problem. The
Hold on.
coaching staff doesn't even know what they're doing. So for me, you know, it just boils down to Miami football needing to reboot, readjust, have a mutiny, sabotage this game, and have Manny Diaz lose his job. You feel me? Hey, he'll land on his feet. Like his dad is the senator in Florida. You know that team. I'm pretty sure that team that bought that signed him originally before we bought him out his contract is like, damn, I'm so happy they bought him out. Like, damn, we would have been getting mudded. I don't know what's going on. Like, so again, Miami always does dumb shit, you know, and you know it don't matter. But again, Derek King, I blame you. But again, like, what can you do when the old line doesn't give you no time to even sneeze? You know what I'm saying? Like you have no time. So what do you think is gonna happen in that game with Central Michigan? We're gonna win or we're gonna lose?
Well, Central Connecticut, I think
Central Connecticut, yeah.
Yeah, they gonna win the game. I mean, they got better athletes at Central Connecticut. I mean, like
Michigan.
I never even heard of this team, you know, and I know pretty much about every team, even the small ones, and I've never heard about this team before they were put on the schedule. So that means St. Thomas Aquinas could probably beat this team, you know, like
They
that's
could probably
how
beat our team. What you mean?
So yeah, man, I expect them to dominate this game, but like the thing is, it's gonna boost up morale. We'll probably put up 60 points, to be honest, on this team, but like, you know, like it's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter. It's gonna add to your win column, but it's really not gonna matter in the long run.
What about if it's a game? What about if it's a game like when we won against App State and it kind of felt like a loss still? What about if that happens? Because you're saying we're probably going to score like 60 points. Let's just say it's 17-16 or 17-14 in Miami favor and we win.
Better not.
Are you going to be happy?
It better not be, bro. It better not. I might just walk out and just be like, you know what? I'm just going to cover this from my house, you know, because this is, it better not happen. I will be like hot. Like if it's a close game against Central Connecticut State, this is not like a HBCU. Like if Jackson State, the team that Deion's coaching, played us a close game, then I'd still be mad, of course. But like that's not on the level of this team. This team right here, Central Connecticut. Come on, man. Like if they don't score 60 points, it's embarrassing, to be honest. They have to score at least 60 points, Wes. If they don't score, I swear, if they score like, if it's like 35-17 or something like that, that is a disappointment. I'm telling you, like this team right here, they have to destroy this team. But, you know, you do have two basically freshman quarterbacks in this game, because Derek King, from what I hear, is not going to play. So yeah, maybe there is a situation that is kind of close. If they throw like 4 interceptions, maybe it might be close, but I doubt it would be. I really doubt it, man. Like if we come back on this podcast the next week and these mofos have a close game with Central Connecticut State and don't beat them by at least 5 touchdowns, then there's a serious problem at this program. Serious problem at this program. Like Diaz would need to be fired immediately, and we both need to just start a GoFundMe to fly the banners. Both of us, all of us. Even Chris has to put up. We have to have 3 different websites GoFundMe to fire Manny Diaz if this is a close game. I swear.